Now, yesterday, many of you will know that I did a video where we were talking about the tariffs that the United States of America just imposed onto China, Canada, and Mexico, and how it affects us in South Africa. And of course, you know that I explained that some of these products and services, or some of the products that we are getting from United States of America, China, because of these tariffs, those products will be on demand in their country, so therefore making the prices of those products to go up. And by the time they export those products to our country, prices are already here, which could have a spike, or which could spike inflation, not only in America but to us, because if we're getting maybe a product by 10 rand or by $10, and right now that product is $12, and when they export it to us, it is exported with a new price of $12, it means that prices here in South Africa should also be adjusted, right? For that product, whatever we use that product for, the prices needs to be adjusted. And that's how, or that's what I tried to explain to you yesterday. And I said China already has retaliated. Canada has also done the same. Canada is even thinking of imposing 100% tariffs onto Tesla in Canada, which could end up making Tesla closing off shop because their cars won't be afforded by anyone. The reason why I'm doing this video today, China came and said they are ready for war, trade war, and they will fight until the end. If fight is what the United States of America want, then fight is what the US will get. This is what China said. I think the US underestimates China and don't know that they are so ready, or in fact they knew that this would happen. If I take you back in last year in Q4 or quarter 4, when China announced the massive stimulus package of $1.4 trillion, what was one of the main reasons why they introduced that stimulus? It was because they said Trump won the elections and they know that trade wars might intensify, and therefore they want to be ready when that takes place. And guess what? The reason why Chinese equities or Chinese shares yesterday started the market, or started the US session on a red but ended the session on a green, it was simply because China activated the stimulus. Because America now know that China is capable of this, because America knows that the stimulus is there, they could ease a bit these tariffs, because right now they are not just fighting China, they are fighting Canada, Mexico, and Canada also. Remember, they supply power. Some of the lights that are in the United States of America are there, or are lighting up because of Canada. And this is another threat that Canada said they might retaliate with, which is not good, man. So I don't think this can go on for that long, because of the stimulus that China has, because of the statement that we are seeing coming from the United States of America. And this benefits us, of course, countries like South Africa, because then the sooner they resolve this tariff problem or issues, then the harm won't be that much when it comes to countries like South Africa, our country, and the other countries. So the sooner the trade war ends between the two, it's the better, right? Which is something that I think is going to happen, because the way there's so much aggression between these two countries, or between the United States of America together with the other countries, they themselves won't stand for the heat that will come, because things are just going to be expensive, or extremely expensive for their consumers to afford. And the only solution would be sit down, talk, try to find a solution, withdraw the tariffs, which will be a win-win, not only for America, China, Canada, and Mexico, but for the world as a whole, because that tension that is on those countries, or that we are seeing coming from those countries, like I said, it also has an impact, or it impacts us also in South Africa. And therefore there needs to be peace. There needs to be, obviously, talks that these countries do to make sure that they resolve all these trade tensions that we see. Otherwise, we can also hope for the G20 summit, which is coming in November, which, if things goes that long until they are solved, then hopefully that meeting, which will be here in South Africa, might solve, or will solve, the issues of this tariff or these tensions that we are seeing from these countries, which is a good thing. China, Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America, they are both on the G20, or they are part of the countries on the G20, and when the delegates come, I think there can be some pretty good deals that get struck amongst the countries, and also resolve issues that we have with the United States of America here in South Africa. You will know that there are those that are saying tariffs could come, or AGOA could be scraped off, and tariffs could also come to South Africa, which I say, let's wait, let's see. But me, with the positive thing, or the positive event that I think it might be the one to give us a solution in South Africa, like I said 2 days ago, it is the G20 summit, which is expected to take place around November of this year, which we look forward to that event, and hopefully it gives or brings good news to South Africa. So yeah, man, this is what we are seeing. The retaliation, I think it might trigger the United States of America to pull back a bit onto tariffs, or to quickly sit down and talk, so that the economies of this world don't get to suffer. I mean, China already said, even with these tariffs, their economy, they still see it growing by 5%, and this is because of the stimulus which they introduced. And us, as South Africans, or South Africa is very close, or has a very good, strong, close relationship with China. China, it is our biggest trade partner. As last year, that our two-way trade went to over $52 billion. So China is very important, and one thing that is making us to be punished by the United States of America is because we are closer to China than the US, right? And we are part of BRICS, and therefore that is something that the United States of America don't want to hear about. But anyways, let's wait, let's see how things unfold. Just thought I'd come and give you this quick update. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. I will see you on the next one. I see the markets in South Africa are stabilizing, which is something that is good, right? There are now, most stocks are on a green, which is always good. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.